Why is the Netherlands the agricultural leader of the world? The Netherlands is arguably the best food producing country in the world, and the Irish have a lot to envy. To qualify this statement, consider these sobering statistics. The Netherlands is the world's number 2 exporter of food, as measured by value, second only to the United States, which has 270 times its landmass. The population differences are also a stark contrast, with the US having 329.5 million inhabitants, almost 19 times more people than that of the Netherlands. In an Irish context, the island of Ireland is just over twice as big in landmass size than the Netherlands. But in 2019, agricultural exports were worth €94.5 billion. So, how on earth is our European counterpart so efficient with their agricultural output? Well, history shapes its trajectory. The Netherlands has the ability to make vast amounts of food on tiny plots. This particular strength may be partly explained by the Netherlands' blockade in World War II. During the Nazi occupation, the country was blockaded, which created a severe food shortage for the Dutch population. After the horrors of the war, the Dutch government made a concerted effort to improve food security in the country. This manifested itself into smaller farms amalgamating. The reason being was that the state wanted larger, more productive farms to absorb smaller, less profitable farms. In 1963, the state initiated a fund to help older farmers sell their land and simultaneously help young farmers start new enterprises in the agricultural industry. The state also funded research and technology to equip Dutch farmers to maximise their outputs. As well as that, the Dutch are the ultimate innovators when it comes to agricultural evolution. Greenhouses can be found dotted all over the country. The specialist greenhouses allow conditions for farms to grow plants that were not associated with Dutch farming. Take for example that the Netherlands is the number 1 yield producer of chilies, green peppers and cucumbers. Over the past 30 years, the Dutch tomato industry has become the world leader in yield, producing more tomatoes per square mile than anywhere else in the world. Our Irish latitude is almost identical to that of the Netherlands, so it is not beyond the realms of possibility for other countries to produce more vegetables. Another factor is their strong focus on education and research that has enabled the Netherlands to build on their strong agricultural knowledge to be world leaders in various agri-enterprises. One of the focal points in cutting-edge technology originates from Wageningen University and Research, specialising in technical and engineering subjects for agricultural research. It is located in a region of the Netherlands known as the Food Valley. On top of this, the top 5 agri-food companies in the world all have research and development labs in the Netherlands, which gives a sense of the innovation expertise that takes place there. Many private companies pump money into Wageningen University, but it is also generously funded by the Dutch state. But farming here is under pressure. All this information, and we haven't even mentioned the dairy and beef sector within the Netherlands. The Dutch dairy sector sits as one of the top 5 largest dairy exporters in the world today. However, more and more Dutch politicians have been talking about massive cuts in animal numbers, land buyouts, and even compulsory acquisitions. In 2019, the highest Dutch court ruled that permits for construction projects and agricultural activities which emit large amounts of nitrogen were in breach of EU legislation. To fix this problem, an estimated 70% reduction of nitrogen emissions is needed by 2035. Some experts say that requires the number of Dutch livestock to be halved. It may be an industry that is destined to lose out, as the country has the highest density of livestock in Europe, but this will not be a welcome policy for Dutch farmers as they continue to protest their cause. So, there's a lot to catch up on from an Irish perspective, but their ingenuity and efficiency can be replicated in other countries, and there can be improvements made here if we can take some lessons on board.